Rob from Buckeyes Battle Cry here. Boy, do we have a big line today in college football. At noon we have Indiana versus Nebraska. 3:30 we have two good games going on: Michigan, Illinois, Alabama, Tennessee. And for that big prime time game, we have Texas versus Georgia. But for the Nebraska game, the Nebraska-Indiana game, my prediction is that Nebraska will pull it off 27-20. Dylan Raiola has them ahead of schedule. Phenomenal quarterback, true freshman. Matt Rule's good coach. Again, they also have a good defense. We all know how games are won, and that's on the defensive side of the ball. Defense wins championships. Nebraska won't win a championship this year, but you get my point. The new Indiana coach, he has their program going in the right direction, but I'm not sold on this, 16th ranked team in the country. We all know what happens at least the second half of the season to Indiana. They're just not there yet, but they will be a threat in about 2 years or so. I give it 2 years till they're a real threat in the Big Ten. Illinois, Michigan, not sold on Michigan at all. They are the worst ranked team in the country. No answer at quarterback, no imagination on offense. Wink Martindale, I'm starting to see why Michigan fans are calling him Don Brown 2.0. But the difference is that Illinois does have a quarterback. Luke Altmaier is on fire this year. I think he's going to tear apart that poor Michigan secondary. Especially picking on Jair Hill. But I have Luke Altmaier throwing 3 touchdowns and over 250 yards. And Illinois wins 24-14. Alabama, Tennessee. A lot of people are counting out Alabama, saying, they're a good team, but they're not a great team. They have a high-powered offense, and that's led by Coach Kalen Dober. He's bringing his high-powered offense from Washington. True freshman Ryan Williams is still going to make some noise. Jalen Milroe looks a lot better than last season. Defense needs a lot of work, but I expect this to be a shootout between them and Tennessee. Not sold on Hupel. Lost a game he shouldn't have to Arkansas. So I have Alabama winning 32-24. All right, and the prime time game that we all been waiting for. 1 versus 5. Number 1 Texas versus 5 Georgia. Again, this is a Georgia team who I think will benefit from the Bama loss. Never counting out Kirby Smart. He's a great coach. He's won 2 national championships in a row for a reason. Great recruiting classes. I think the future is bright, and I think they're going to upset the Texas Longhorns. Even though, the Texas looks like definitely the best team in the country, I just predict that no team in the SEC is going to go undefeated into the college football playoff. So I'm calling my shot. Georgia's going to upset Texas, and I think it's going to be 30. Actually, no, not. I don't think it's going to get in the 30s. I'm going to say 28-20. So you heard it here first. Great college football lineup. You heard my predictions. It's going to happen.